official visit to Brisbane's Lang Park, Australia's Prime Minister John Gorton makes the inaugural presentation of Queensland's Rothmans Medal to 18-years-old Western Suburbs fullback Wayne Head prior to the Premiership semi-final between Northern Suburbs and Valleys. To be awarded annually to the best and fairest rugby league player, according to the voting of first-grade referees, the ideals of the medal are highly commended by Mr. Gorton, after which Head takes off on a lap of honour. Club match attendance records are smashed at Lang Park when over 35,000 packed the only ground in Australia owned by a rugby league organisation for the Brisbane Premiership Grand Final between Brothers and Eastern Suburbs. The previous record crowd, 31,470, saw Brothers defeat Northern Suburbs in last year's Grand Final. Coached by former Australian captain Brian Davies, they're favoured to retain the Premiership, which they've headed all through the season. A colourful, exciting atmosphere precedes the appearance of the teams as cheer squads prepare a rousing welcome. Led by 5'8" Eric Gelling, Brothers take the field. Renowned for their fast, open style of play, as also are their rivals, they've had 2 victories over Easts, including the major semi-final, but have twice been defeated by the Tigers. Captained by their coach Les Jeeves, Easts are contesting their first grand final in 15 years and their 8th overall, 2 of which they've won. Leprechaun Keith Huddlestone is confident he can bring the Irish that element of luck so vital in such a match. Brothers win the toss and Gelling decides to run against the wind, trusting it will come to the aid of the Irish in the second half. They've had a 2 weeks break, which could prove vital, as Easts had a tough match eliminating Valleys in the preliminary final 7 days ago. But the Tigers are geared for a strong challenge. Spectators secure mementos of one of the biggest days in Brisbane Rugby League when 26 footballs are kicked to various parts of the ground. And there's a high pitch of excitement as the game is about to start. East's fullback Lobergeiger's kickoff is directed deep to the corner where Kenning fields safely and punts downfield, hoping to drive Easts back into their own half. But Firth gathers in Brothers' territory, only to be well tackled before making headway. Clearing the ruck smartly, Easts get the backs moving, but Monty's covering tackle takes Creedy into touch. Connell strives to work play to the open wing, but the fast-moving defence fiercely contests possession, and there are some heavy exchanges only 2 minutes after the start. With rivals lending a restraining hand, peace is restored by referee Pat McGrory. Brothers regain possession, but Gelling is forced across field by the close defence of his counterpart, Wackerley. The Irish forwards combine to send Abdi flashing through a gap at top speed. Stepping out of Lobergeiger's tackle, Abdi crosses for the first try after just on 5 minutes of play. Brothers lead 3-0. Coming infield, Denman fails to hold an awkward pass. When Brothers are ruled offside, Lobergeiger has a comfortable penalty shot from inside the 25 and almost in front. Right between the posts, and after 9 minutes, Brothers lead by 3-2. Using possession to greater advantage and displaying a keener sense of penetration, Brothers pour through the confused defence. Dashing down the middle, Abdi launches a brilliant thrust featured by polished teamwork and magnificent backing up. Bursting through Lobergeiger's tackle, Abdi finishes the movement, crossing for his second try after 13 minutes. Brothers lead 6-2. Easts are in trouble, but skirting the ruck, Cressini runs the ball out and finding support in Connell turns the attack. Connell fires a pass inside, but Pine is covered by Monty, whose solid tackle jolts the ball free, and it's swooped upon by Kenning. The Tigers supporters are patiently awaiting the chance to roar their team on, but Easts are unable to penetrate Brothers' impregnable defensive pattern. brothers' understanding at the scrum base is a constant menace to the Tigers, with Abdi being sent away on the burst. Varying their pattern, brothers make intelligent use of the blind side, and there's always support for the ball carrier. They press forward deep into East's territory and are positioned for an all-out attack on the line. Gelling sends an overhead pass to Harmon, but he's crashed into touch by the eager Cressini and Denman a yard from the corner. Burke wins the scrum, and shooting around the blind, Smith goes in to score brothers' third try. The conversion attempt is from the 25, about 10 yards in from touch, and Harmon is on line to take brothers to an 11-2 lead after 33 minutes. With the fourth tackle coming up, East spread the ball along the back line and wackily kicks downfield. Kenning is safe but is taken by Pine. Easts have a chance to pressure brothers inside the 25, but lose the opportunity by failing to move up smartly enough in defence. Cannon is away and slips a pass to Dowling, who makes for the open spaces. He's taken in a fine driving tackle by Lobergeiger, and once again Easts have a chance to snatch the initiative. Brothers are penalised, and from a yard inside the halfway, Lobergeiger's kick is on line all the way. East's go-go cheer squad acclaim the mighty goal, but the Tigers will need to lift their game to remain in contention, as at half-time they trail by 7 points. It's brothers 11-4. Harmon's second-half kickoff is taken in front of East's line by the well-positioned Lobergeiger, and with room in which to move, makes towards halfway before being grounded. Dummy half Webster sends front rower Ryan away wide of the ruck, but he's taken before being able to straighten up. With only 2 forwards handling the ball, Easts clear the rucks as Connell sets up the backs. Easts are sharper than in the first half, but are stopped by Abdi's consistent defence. Employing long passes, the Tigers endeavour to outmanoeuvre the cover, but brothers mark man for man, and East's handling is uncertain under sustained pressure. The Tigers supporters are hoping for a breakthrough, but brothers scrummaging provides their backline with an equal share of the ball, and with Kenning coming up into play, they continually make ground. To have any prospect of getting back into the match, East must prevent the Irish from using their greater pace to advantage. The Tigers' forwards are in tight formation and make penetration more difficult than in the opening period. Making good use of the following wind, Kenning drives East's back, finding touch about 15 yards from their line. Brothers are extremely dangerous inside the opposition 25, and Johnny Gleeson gathers a poorly directed pass to maintain the attack. Spinning the ball along the backs, Gelling sends the roving Monty through close to the flank and is positioned for the reverse pass. Gelling dives to the line and goes over close to the corner. Brothers go to a commanding lead of 14-4. Relying heavily on Connell's ability to create openings, East's counter through their representative second rower. On to Lobergeiger, who clears the tight defence with an overhead pass to Dowling, then Denman. The winger's sparkling footwork takes him infield, but he's claimed by the cover before being able to continue the attack. Denman and Wackerley interchange passes, but the rugged tackling of the brothers frustrates East's attempt to open up play. And there's always one of the Irish to take advantage of an opportunity. In danger of the game slipping away from them, East's tackle keenly, but brothers are composed and prepared to keep the ball moving until a gap appears in the Tigers' line. Abdi steps wide to break clear. A desperate dive by Firth saves a dangerous situation. From a scrum penalty about 30 yards out, Harmon lands his second goal and brothers increase their lead. It's 16-4. Abdi is late tackled when reverse passing to Cannon. Spearing through a narrow opening, the second rower is taken by Connell and Elliott as the linesman moves in to report the Abdi incident. The brilliant lock forward is in need of ambulance attention. East's prop, Danny Ryan, is called out and immediately ordered off after 14 minutes. Trailing 12 points and now a man short, East prospects appear hopeless in the face of the high standard being produced by the brothers' combination. The Irish swing back onto attack, but the promising movement breaks down and Monty's awkward pass goes to ground. Maguire covers the blemish, but the defence has ample time to move up. The Irish backs combine in a passing raid in which Kangaroo tourist Johnny Gleeson is prominent. The well-drilled forwards work the ball out to Dowling, who flashes down the flank as Maguire moves inside to follow the kick. Pine dashes back to recover, and beating Maguire is grounded by Smith. The Tigers are receiving solid moral support, and when Hooker Webster wins possession, the inside backs attempt to construct an attack aimed at getting the ball out to speedy winger Denman. Denman crashes through Abdi and makes towards the 25 before being held. He's taken the Tigers into a strong position, and Cressini carries on the attack until being effectively stopped by Harmon. Backs and forwards combine in one of the Tigers' most enterprising raids, and Morris is brought down by Kenning only a foot short of the line. It's the fourth tackle and momentarily eases the pressure on the Irish. Many young enthusiasts suffer periods of anguish as they urge the Tigers on. They're relieved as possession is retained and the backs again feed Denman. In dire need of a score, Easts press the attack inside the 25 and Cressini draws in the defence before slipping the ball to Morris. But once more the Tigers fail to capitalise on a favourable position, and through Gelling, brothers snap away possession. Sighting a gap, Cannon dashes away up the middle and has Monty supporting him on the inside. A well-timed pass allows Monty to breach the defence, and he positions Maguire for a finishing effort. The winger outpaces Pine and Wackerley, and after a 60-yard sprint, goes over for a spectacular try in the corner. Harmon improves brothers' fifth try as they virtually seal the match, taking a 17-point lead at 21-4. Abdi sends to Smith, but he's forced to cross field as Denman tries to take him into touch. An intelligent infield pass keeps the ball in play, and Harmon sends to Kenning as the Irish backs move up in support. A poor pass, and Maguire is unable to hold the ball in a tackle, and Easts have one last chance to cross brothers' line as Webster wins the scrum. But the Tigers are weary and well covered by the dominating defence. The match is over, and from all parts of the arena, spectators invade the field to acclaim brothers who retain the premiership by 21-4, the largest winning margin they've registered in any of their 9 premiership triumphs. And by winning in successive years, they equal the performance of the 42 and 43 teams who defeated Souths and Valleys respectively. Having led the points table throughout the season and scoring 5 tries whilst keeping their own line intact in the grand final, as they did against Norths last year, brothers are indeed true champions of Brisbane's Rugby League. Skipper Eric Gelling proudly holds aloft the Kirk's Cup. Rated one of the most consistent players of the season, Gelling was a member of last year's team, which was led by Kangaroo prop forward Peter Gallagher, now retired from the game. And as he promised, that perky little leprechaun brought luck to the Irish, but even he would admit they had the ability to use it to the full.